The obsession began last November of 2011. One of my friends at college wanted to get a fish tank, and I ended up being okay with that, and I went out to get one. Like a lot of beginners, I started out with a 10-gallon starter kit from Walmart, which probably wasn't the best idea, and of course it was probably overstocked. I had my gourami, I had two platies for a while, I had some ghost shrimp, I had tiger barbs. I even started out with one tiger barb, which shouldn't be done. They need to be in schools. And so of course the fish fought all the time. I didn't have any live plants. My gravel was blue, not even really natural. I overfed my fish. It wasn't a good situation. Then I had a fiddler crab for a while, and that was interesting. He liked to try to climb out, especially when I was sleeping, and that was probably because they're not supposed to be completely in water. They're supposed to be able to go onto land, and they don't tell you that at Walmart. So my crab ended up dying, probably from drowning, and I haven't kept one since. If one fish would die, it would just give me an excuse to go buy a couple more, which wasn't good in a tank that was only 10 gallons. My fish, especially my gourami, were very stressed out, especially with no actual plants or anything for cover, just to relax in. My 10-gallon ended up being just a breeding ground for my tiger barbs once I got a new, bigger tank. So they laid their eggs in there, they hatched, and they grew up, and the other fish got to move to a bigger tank. And this is the 29-gallon that I got this summer, which this is just at the beginning of maybe a month or so after I started it, maybe a couple months. And I have some plants. It's not incredibly dense or anything, but it's a lot more space for my fish, and it could be a lot more calm. And I felt a lot better about it, a lot more proud that I knew what I was doing than when I first started. I switched to sand just because of my Corydoras. And then so this is more recently, and I have 11 barbs now. 4 of them are the ones that were born this summer. I have my gourami still, and I have my Corydoras. And I almost forgot, I had about 200 of these guys, pest snails, in my tank at one time, until I got some of these assassin snails, which ended up pretty much annihilating all of the pest snails I had. But every so often I'll find some pest snails from my 29-gallon and put them into my 10-gallon with my assassins. And that's my fish keeping story. Well, so far. I'll probably end up getting more fish, more tanks, and plenty more of experience to come, and I love it. I love fish keeping, and I don't see myself ever stopping.